Okay, awesome. I think we're live. We're almost live on Facebook. We're live on Facebook. Okay, perfect. Cool. Jennifer, what's up? Thank you so much for hopping on. Really appreciate it. Remember, well, I'm gonna bring up our first conversation here in a bit, but yeah, I really wanted to have you on because what you've done in the past and kind of what you got out of the program and just kind of like your mindset shift. I know it's going to be very inspiring for other people and especially moms to hear. But I want to ask you first and foremost, why don't you introduce yourself, tell us a little about yourself, how you found us, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so my name is Jennifer. I am in my late 30s, approaching 40, and live in Virginia. I'm a mom of 3 kids under 3, and I'm in the healthcare field. And I am so grateful to be sitting here talking to you about the past. I've been working with you guys now, I guess, 16 weeks. Just about my experience with y'all.
Yeah, no, and I'm so grateful for you to hop on and share that with us. And specifically for not obviously like you've seen results, and I guess tell us a little bit about your physical results, and then tell us a little bit about your kind of like mindset results that you got in the process too.
Sure. Yeah. So I think my scale victories have been, up to this date, I've lost 34 pounds. Clothes are fitting like a glove. I'm comfortable in my body again. I see with my progress photos every week, like my stomach that held 3 beautiful children getting smaller and smaller. I feel lighter. I feel healthier. I feel just better on every aspect of my life, from the physical, mental, and emotional. There's been a mental shift too, with just thinking more clearly, knowing that I'm making really good decisions with every piece of food I put in my mouth, to the sleep I'm getting at night, to the daily gratitude that I'm, practicing. So it's a holistic change for me that I've experienced these past several weeks.
Yeah. And tell me a little bit about the gratitude that you're doing daily. What is that?
That's just to kind of help ground myself. So John Burr kind of like asked me to do that daily, to just remind myself when those moments get tough and life just presents you with a lot of stressful things to handle in your personal or professional lives, that you remind yourself of what you're grateful for, to ground yourself in that moment, to continue pushing forward and staying consistent with your big goal, which is me, it's losing 100 pounds. That is my goal. To be healthy again, to be present for my kids, to run with my kids, and be here for many years to come.
Yeah. And I love that you do that daily. That's so cool. I think that's so important. Like really just understanding what you have right now and just setting the tone and really, I mean, it sounds woo, but like manifesting all this stuff, I think we were talking before, and obviously there's some hesitancy. Like what was kind of like holding you back from possibly doing the program? I know I kind of like said, hey, this is gonna be a longer journey. What kind of like, what was the hesitation, if any, before doing this program?
I think it was, I've signed up for programs similar to these before and failed. And that's my definition of failure. It's, I didn't stick with it. I wasn't consistent. I didn't see the results that I wanted when I did sign up. So I was just hesitant to put myself in that position again and be discouraged by it, to invest in something that I didn't succeed in. So I think I just wanted to make sure that if I am going to invest myself into a program, that I'm going to succeed and be fully present for it. So I think that played in my hesitancy in the beginning. But I quickly realized that as you prompted me through those initial stages, and like, I think it helped me get in a better headspace to prepare me to be successful. And I feel like that hesitancy just started to slowly like disappear. And then my investment increased even more.
Yeah, absolutely. And obviously, with those that we were kind of going over beforehand, going deep into your story beforehand and kind of understanding, what hasn't worked in the past and like this journey different. Obviously, there was a belief switch in yourself, that went on too. What was that belief in yourself that switched, and why do you feel like it switched?
I think it was the belief that I can do hard things. again, that definition is different for everyone, but for me, working out and eating healthy is hard because I naturally before gravitated to, oh, well, not working out is easier. Eating the unhealthy foods is easier for me. So to me, making those healthier decisions was hard and was a challenge, especially with my, busy life of, working full time and being a mom to 3 kids under 3. So I think changing that belief that I can do hard things and I can do them consistently and over a long period of time, that it changed now into my daily habit. And I told Coach Ambra, I was like, I crave working out now. I crave eating the healthy foods, which before I craved not working out and not the healthy foods.
Right. And it's almost like what you first thought was hard isn't really hard anymore.
Right.
Huge perspective shift. Yeah. What would you, say to another mom or even another woman, thinking about doing a program like this and just like not sure to jump in, like what advice would you give her?
I would say not to just make a timeline of like, oh, I'm going to do this when my kids turn a year, or I'm going to do this when I'm at this stage. There's no time like the present. So just put yourself in it and do it, because that just gives you more time on the back end, I believe. And there is never really going to be a right time, so, and I kept telling myself that. I was like, when I turn 40, I'll focus on my health in my 40s. That will be my decade. No, why do I have to wait till I'm 40? Like, do it now as a 37-year-old. So.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you couldn't have said it better. I think so many times we're like, oh, I'll be happy when, or I'll do this when, or, just kind of expecting this, but then we're like just putting out further, and now we're further out. And why not just like feel the way you want to feel now, and like really just get this done? Because at the end of the day, like there's a vision, right? I want to get in this type of shape. And the only thing that's really stopping us is just the limiting beliefs we have about that process.
Right. Yeah. And I think also you're going to then make the situation harder to reverse, because you're just, for me, I just kept packing on the pounds. So now I've got a bigger number that I want to accomplish, or more work I have to do with getting my strength or, my muscles stronger again. Like it's a longer process now if we don't just do it now in the present.
100%. Yeah. Getting it done now so you don't have to work even harder on the back end and be further out. For you, what's been like the best thing that you got out of this program that you weren't expecting at all?
Ooh. I think it is prioritizing my health, making that a priority and not just on the back burner, like, oh, I'll get to it later. I know I've kind of said that before, but I think really prioritizing it and making that my everyday from morning to evening, I'm thinking about it, focusing on it, and not just the health of my kids or my family, but myself as well. I'm a part of that. So I need to take the time to fill my gallon bottle water and make sure I'm hydrated and getting my water in. Like, don't put that on the back burner. Make sure I'm planning my foods in advance, so I'm getting the nutrition that I need to fuel my body. Making sure I'm getting my steps in. Am I moving my body? You just have to go out for a walk. Like, you have time in the day to do that. So prioritize it. I would just always make excuses. I'd let work come in first. I'd let personal life come in first. And I never was first.
How does it feel for you to finally like have that shift and be putting yourself first?
It feels balanced. It feels the way it should be. It feels like your mental clarity is there. You are able to function better, think more deeply, feel better, hopefully get sick less, minus kids in daycare. But I just think it's just a mental clarity that comes with prioritizing your health. You don't realize the impact.
And especially as a mom, you're a mom of 3, like innately, you probably want to put everything and everyone first. And I think a lot of moms have that same, thing that they overcome through the program of just like putting themselves first, having a coach expect things from you that are putting you first and your health first, I think that's so powerful. Anything you want to leave off before we hop off here, just in terms of like anything, just advice or experience with the program or Ambra or anything like that?
No, just that you all have been amazing. Supporting me in my journey. Like it feels so good to set yourself up for success. And you guys have a program that just takes you stepwise, one step at a time. So they become habits, they become daily occurrences, and it's just not overwhelming. Like, I think that's one of the reasons why I've been so successful. It's just the way you've all have supported me in it. So no, I'm just grateful that I'm here talking to you, celebrating, you know, my success.
Yeah, and I'm super grateful that, you know, you were scrolling through Instagram holding a glass of wine and you saw my ad.
Vino.
Yeah, message this guy. No, I'm super grateful for you having the experience, and just like how it's really changed a lot of things for you. You know, this is why I do what I do. So I really appreciate you and trusting us, and you know, really believing in yourself, because yeah, it's like that step-by-step process when you do that. It's just very, very simple.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you so much for hopping on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stop the